Rejecting calls by opposition leader Dr. Hubert Minnis for the establishment of a task force to tackle corruption and the emergence of prison gangs within Her Majesty's prisons. While Dr. Nottage admitted the increased gang activity at the prison is a serious issue, he doesn't believe a task force is necessary.
I think that the prison management is fully aware of the incidence of gangs in the country, and we are fully aware when we have in the prison persons who are in the gang leadership in the country, and I think that our officers are fully aware of the chances that there may be gang members among our prison population, and they take the necessary steps to ensure that there's a minimum of adversarial interaction between them.
Meanwhile, stopping corrupt prison officers who supply inmates with contraband is another concern. Prison Superintendent Dr. Elliston Ramming says officials are working to rid the correctional facility of this small group of rogue officers.
As with any organization, you have the odd number who may be complicit, even corrupt, but they are they're certainly in the minority. And when they are found, we do not compromise, because there is no room within Her Majesty's prison for corruption. But I reiterate that the vast majority of our officers, fortunately, are decent, honest, law-abiding public servants.
The government's list of new heads of missions, that's ambassadors and high commissioners, could be finalized in about 24 hours. That coming from Prime Minister Perry Christie today, who says diplomatic appointments will be finalized soon.
It was necessary for me to have discussions with my ambassador for the United Nations. I've had those discussions during the last week, the preceding week. They're complete. I know now what I'm able to do, and Mr. Mitchell will receive his directions probably within 24 hours.
Faces we're familiar with will be the mix.
Some faces you'll be familiar with.
Meantime, Prime Minister Christie is applauding police reservists throughout the country for their work. Mr. Christie says their contributions to crime fighting and community building have been significant. Cyan Thompson spoke with Mr. Christie during a recent community outreach event in the Centerville area. Here's that report.
They go through the same rigorous training and put their lives on the line when on duty like full-fledged officers of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. As these police reserves celebrate 47 years, 1,000 of them are giving unselfish and invaluable contribution to the country. During their community outreach program, in partnership with Urban Renewal in Centerville, Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie applauded police reserves.
I must really congratulate them is that they are actually full participants now in the policing of our country, and will be so on an increasing basis. The Commissioner of Police is finding really a wonderful role for them. He has brought back Stephen Seymour, a former superintendent of police, to make the commandant of the reserves.
In fact, the full integration of police reserves helped to beef up the mandate of the force. Prime Minister Christie says this has been evident in the work they do.
They're putting out people on patrols, in marked cars and unmarked cars, and they're doing yeoman's job out there during the evenings. They have these kinds of programs going on. They were in Bain and Grantstown. They're now here in Centerville, and they will move elsewhere. And so for me, what is so encouraging about it, they're linking up with the community and demonstrating to the community that there's more to policing than the military force of the police.
National Commandant of the Police Reserve, Stephen Seymour, a police officer for 37 years, is now putting measures in place to strengthen this unit and is also planning new strategies for his team.
So far, we're just moving forward and creating a new environment for police reservists to take them forward. We are an integral part of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. We are in every division, every unit. Reserve officers are posted in every unit. CDU, mobile, traffic, every unit.
The police reserves are continuing to visit various communities and give back as they celebrate their anniversary. Cyan Thompson, ZNS News.
5 students from BTVI are being given the opportunity to further their educations in Canada. The Canadian Bureau for International Education has awarded the students with the Emerging Leaders in the Americas Program Scholarship. Recipients Keithra Ferguson, Cassia Minnis, and John Popel are second-year students in business technology. Javante Sweeting is a second-year student in the Applied Associates of Science degree and Information Technology Management program, and Trent Clark is a second-year student in the Auto Mechanics Certificate program. They'll be studying in Prince Edward Island and Alberta, Canada at Holland College and Lakeland College, respectively. Consultant at BTVI, Dr. Iva Dahl, says the objective of the program is to provide scholarships to future leaders in the Americas and the Caribbean and provide exposure to Canadian academic expertise and resources. She says the program will also promote post-secondary institutional linkages or long-term research exchanges and student mobility.